everyone, so it's me again, and as you can see I have bangs now. They're not quite how I want them. She kind of butchered them, but once they grow out a little more I will try to fix them. They are not quite even, as you can see, but I will fix them later. And yes, I did not do this. The hairstylist did this. So yes, I now have bangs. So this video is going to be a couple of things. One is going to be an update on my eye, and number two is going to be on 1 meal a day and weight loss. I haven't discussed this in a while. So first off, my eye. As you can see, it is still red. Let's see, this I guess you need to look that way. Still red, but I don't notice this too much anymore. Like, I don't really notice it at all. The only time I notice it is if I look that way really sharply. I will feel like this twinge deep inside, but other than that I don't notice it. And I think my eyelid is still a little bit swollen because my eyes don't look symmetrical, do they? Somebody at work mentioned that my eye looked swollen still, but I thought all the swelling had gone down, but I guess not. I have my follow-up appointment in a couple of weeks on March 12th. It'll be my first follow-up appointment since my surgery, which is crazy. And hopefully I can get contacts then. Yay, I'm excited. So that's good news. And double vision's gone straight ahead. The only time I see double is if I'm at an angle or like this. Like right now I'm seeing two of my webcam. I don't know why, it's very weird, but like straight on, no double. So I can handle that. The only time it gives me problems is when I'm doing my makeup, but that's okay. It's better than it was, and so I'm very happy with it. So next, weight loss and 1 meal a day. For those of you that don't know, I have a few videos on here of me losing weight by eating 1 meal a day only and drinking water. And I lost about 25 pounds. I was at 125 and I got down to 101 when I officially quit. And I kept the weight off for a long time. I was eating 2 meals a day, lunch and dinner, and occasionally I would have a snack, occasionally I would have soda, sometimes I would just drink water, sometimes I'd have no snacks. I kept the weight off for over half a year, I think about 8 months. And it wasn't until Christmas hit that I started putting on weight. And the reason I started putting on weight is because I started eating a bunch of sweets, which I should have known better, but that's what happened. I ate a bunch of pies around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then my mom, she makes a ton of pies, and then she always sends pie home with us, like a whole pie to go home with us. And then my husband bought a whole bag of miniature Reese's, not Reese's Pieces, miniature Reese's, and then another bag of caramel-filled Hershey's Kisses and stuck them in my stocking. And so I ate on those. And then I started pigging out at work and going to the vending machine, and there's nothing healthy in the vending machine. And so slowly but surely I started putting on weight. I would have points where I wouldn't gain any though. I mean, like I stayed at 101 to 105 after I quit doing 1 meal a day. And I stayed at that for about 8 months. And this is without exercise, and this is eating 2 meals a day, and sometimes would have soda and sometimes would have snacks. Then I got up to 108 and I stayed there for a long time, like almost, I wouldn't say a year, but probably another 6 to 8 months I stayed around 108. And then I got up around, last Christmas I got up to about 114. And then I didn't like that, so I did 1 meal a day, got back down to 108, stayed there for a long time again, and then just gradually have inched my way up once more. And see, this is what happened. I was at 114, which I wasn't too happy with, but I was okay with it, you know? It's not as thin as I would like, naturally, but I was okay with it. Then I came up with a brilliant idea to do the biggest loser between me and my husband and my brother and his wife because God knows we all need to lose weight. We do, all of us. And so I figured we could each pitch in $50 and then whoever lost the most weight at the end would get 200 bucks. So me and my husband decided, well, we're going to pig out before we weigh in. And that's exactly what we did. We pigged out. And, originally I wanted to start it in November because we had talked about having a baby soon, or trying for a baby. And I wanted to lose the weight before I got pregnant. So I wanted to try in November. Well, my sister-in-law didn't want to do that. She wanted to wait until January because she's in school and she's working and she just thought it would be too much with, finals and all of that to try to diet and lose weight. So I had about 2 months of picking out before we weighed in. And when I weighed in, I was 126 point something. And at first, I tried doing it the healthy way. I bought a bunch of veggies and fruit, and yeah, my bangs are not even at all. Maybe I should straighten them with a hair straightener. So yeah, I bought veggies and fruit, and I was having a salad for lunch, and then I would have a salad and like meat for dinner. Like one night, I made fajitas with bell peppers and onions with a salad, and I don't eat tortillas. I don't like tortillas. So I would just have the meat with the peppers and onions and then my salad. And I had that a couple of nights. And I probably did this for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Didn't last long. I don't have the willpower to eat healthy. I mean, if I was pregnant, yes, I would damn well force myself to do it because there's a life on the line, apart from my own. But I love food. I get a lot of joy out of food. I really do. I've always been that way. Even as a kid, I would try to talk my mom into cooking steak because I'm a meat and potatoes kind of girl. I am. Thus, I need to lose weight. But so yeah, I tried the healthy route. I didn't lose any weight from it, but I tried that before giving up, and now I'm back to doing one meal a day because it's easier for me. I mean, I would much rather get to eat the foods I love and still be able to lose weight. And I know I get a lot of criticism that it's not healthy and, being skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. And I get that. But I would be eating shitty food regardless. Whether I was a heavy set or whether I was thin, I would still be eating shitty food. So, in my opinion, it's much healthier to be at a good weight for your size versus being overweight and still eating the shitty food. That's how I see it. I mean, losing the weight, granted, it's not the healthiest way to do it, but losing the weight regardless is healthy because it's healthier to be thinner than it is to be overweight. I mean, that's a fact. And frankly, I don't care if I'm eating healthy because you only have one life to live. Life is very short and treacherous, and I would much rather enjoy the small things that I get joy out of, which one of those things is food. I get a lot of joy out of it. I could die tomorrow in a car accident, you know? There's numerous things that could happen to me, and then my life would be over. I mean, in an instant, that's it. No more life. So, props to all you people that can eat healthy and do it the right way. Like, really, like, props to you. I can't do it, and frankly, I don't want to do it. So, now that that's out of the way, I've been doing one meal a day. I've had cheat days, but I've decided today, after today, or today, that I'm sticking to it. I'm not doing any more cheating. But I've already lost 5 pounds. I was at 126 point something, and yesterday I was at 121 point something. So I know for a fact that eating one meal a day works. And when you're doing it, you can eat whatever type of food you want. Granted, if you eat healthy food, you will lose weight a lot quicker than if you eat unhealthy food. But either way, you're going to lose weight. Point blank. I'm also going to try to work out this time around, which is not what I did before. I really want to tone up. It's great to be thin, but I would rather have a little bit of muscle. And if I can get into the habit of exercising, once I go back to eating regularly, it will help me to maintain my weight a lot better than if I just quit the diet cold turkey and go back to my old ways. So right now I have it in my head that I'm going to wake up early in the morning and run with my husband and then do P90X by myself or maybe with my sister-in-law when I get off work. But I don't know how that will affect my body with just eating one meal a day and working out so much. Like, that's such an extreme. So I have it in my head that I'll do it, but that may change. I'm not making any promises. I mean, I'm going to try it and see how my body can handle it. And I may just have to ease into it, because I don't work out. I've never been athletic, ever. So, I'm also going to start recording what I eat. I have a lot of people that question me and ask, well, how many calories do you eat in a day? And what are your portion sizes? And what type of food do you eat? I don't count calories. I never have. I can't be bothered counting calories. I really can't. I'm not going to sit there and measure out my food. And plus, I could never quite grasp the concept of counting calories when I cook my own food from scratch a lot of the times. I couldn't ever understand how you're supposed to do that. So I don't count calories. But when I eat at home, I'm going to record, I'm going to show you my plate or my bowl of food, whatever it is, on the webcam so that you guys can see exactly what I'm eating, how much I'm eating, and the types of food that I eat. Now today I can't do that because we had a big team meeting at work. We always have a quarterly meeting every month. And when we have these meetings, my boss orders in food for us. And today he ordered Mazio's, so I had 3 slices of pizza, 2 pepperoni, and 1 sausage. But I only ate one of the crust. The other 2 I didn't eat the crust on them. And then I had a little bit of salad on the side with some Italian dressing. And it wasn't very much salad because I'm not going to pig out when we're all having to share the salad. There's not very much anyway. So that was my one meal for today. And I will say I'm pretty hungry right now, but that's only because I ate at 11 a.m. And I never normally do that. Normally, if I eat lunch, it's around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. But typically I eat dinner. So that's the only thing. But for me, getting used to eating one meal a day isn't difficult. And it could be because I've done it before a couple of different times. But after the first 3 days to a week, I get used to it and it doesn't bother me anymore. The only problem I have with is cravings. That's my big problem. It's not really the hunger. I mean, occasionally it is. Because when you smell good food, you want to eat that food and you can't. But for me, my biggest is probably cravings. And especially because my husband doesn't do the meal plan with me. He eats regularly, and let me tell you, he eats very, very unhealthy. And he's a Mountain Dew fanatic, and he eats a lot of sweets. But his metabolism is a lot quicker than mine, so he doesn't gain weight like I do. I mean, he needs to lose a little weight, but not at all like I do, because he's just got one of those amazing metabolisms that I wish I had. So that's hard for me, is doing so that's my hard part. And also no soda. Once again, I'll be drinking water. And no junk food. I mean, I may cheat occasionally, but I'm very determined right now. And see, that was my problem. The first time around, I was determined to lose the weight. Like, I was completely motivated. Reason being is my marriage was kind of rocky at that time period. So I thought, well, if I lose this weight, my husband will be more attracted to me and more lovey-dovey with me, and everything will be fixed. No, it doesn't work that way. So I lost the weight and nothing changed, and in fact, our marriage actually got worse. Yay! But we worked through it. Our marriage is good again. And I didn't get the results I wanted when I lost the weight as far as, with my husband and all of that. And I know they say when you lose weight, you're supposed to do it for yourself. But for me, my motivation was my marriage, and by golly, it worked. So it's been difficult trying to get to that same motivation level again because it didn't work the first time. And even though our marriage is good now I just want to be thin just to be thin so I can fit into all my old clothes again. But I'm very motivated this time around. I really want to lose weight before I try to have a baby. Nobody wants to be overweight when they're pregnant, and it's not good for the baby either to have a lot of weight on. So that's my motivation. That's my goal. And I'm going to stand up real quick so you guys can see what I look like. Right now I'm at 121. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see, because I'm blind. Okay. So this is what I look like right now. And for those of you that are wondering my height, I am only 4'9". I am the size of a 12-year-old. So when I say I'm 120 pounds, that's a lot on my frame. Okay, it's not a little bit. Just want to get that out there. I'm 4'9". And I'm actually going to lift my shirt up. I'm going to unbutton my pants just so you can see my tummy. I'm not going to show you anything inappropriate. But I want you guys to be able to see what I look like. And I could change into shorts, but I don't know where my shorts are at because it's winter time. So you'll just have to do with a belly shot. So this is my belly right now. Yes, I have gained my weight back. So yes, I've gained some weight back. And I wish I had some shorts so I could show you my full body, but I don't. I am going to take some pictures though. Maybe tomorrow. Some before pictures, and this time around I'm going to do several updates. Last time I only did one update, and that was like right at the end. I'm going to post pictures. I'm going to show you what I'm eating. I'm going to keep you up to date with how it's going. And yeah, I have no doubts I'll lose weight. I know it. I've done this before. It's going to happen. I just got to stick with it this time and get into the habit of working out so that I can maintain afterwards. And for everybody that also says that, well, we told you you would gain weight once you started eating regularly, and see, look what happened. This isn't the diet's fault or the meal plan's fault. It's my fault. It's my poor choices in eating habits. Because even if I go on the healthy route, if I eat fruits and veggies and salads and lean meat and drink water and no soda and no junk food and worked out, if I did that, lost the weight, and then decided, well, now I'm going to eat the way I used to, and I'm going to quit working out, and I gained weight, well, guess what? That's going to happen with anything that you do. If you go back to your old habits, you're going to gain the weight back. That's just how it's going to be unless you're taking some diet pill or something. So it's not the meal plan, it's not doing one meal a day that caused it. It's my fascination with food. And I just got to figure out how to deal with that and to start working out to maintain, and etc., etc. So that's where I'm at. Please don't judge. I don't want any negative comments. I'm so tired of the negative comments and people thinking that because they're behind an anonymous computer screen that they can just say whatever the fuck they want on the internet with no repercussions. Well, guess what? You're all dicks, those of you that do that. You're all douchebags, and yeah, I'm just going to delete you. I'm going to delete your comment, and then I'm going to ban you from my channel. So it really doesn't accomplish anything to be rude. And as I've said before, you can get your point across in a polite manner without being rude. Politeness is the best approach to get your message across. So I will see you guys later, and that's it for today.